Welcome back, YouTube, for part 2 of depression. How to treat this depression, because we getting you out of this depression. Depression, we don't deal with it. We get rid of that monkey. He got to go.
Bye-bye, depression.
See you later. This is part 2, okay? We did about 10 tips in part 1. We're doing about 10 tips in part 2. We probably go over. We're going to try to stay on task here. We still learning this whole YouTube scene, so bear with us, okay?
Yes.
So Stephanie is going to go right into tip number 11.
Well, that would be environment. So, environment. When you're in a situation and it's making you depressed, you need to change your environment. Whatever that may be, if it's where you live, if it's the people that you associate with, you have to kind of step back and take a look at who you're with, where you're living, who's around you, who you associate, what friends are around you, because that can cause depression.
Absolutely.
And you know, it depends on the people. Certain people, you know, you gotta kind of analyze that situation.
So if I'm on the phone with somebody and I hang up and I feel worse than I did before I was with the person, I'm just saying that is an indicator that that person, I need to reevaluate some things. I might not know what to do, but it starts with awareness. Awareness is key, guys. So even though you don't know what to do, you got to at least be aware that something here is wrong. If I'm feeling worse when I'm supposed to feel better,
yes,
we'll get to that in another video.
Knowing is half the battle.
Absolutely. That was excellent. Okay, number 12. Number 12 I like to do is meditation. Meditation is a great way to manage depression. Just sitting quietly. I don't do that. No. You can do that. I just sit and I'll stare at a tree. There's a tree outside my house, my neighbor's tree, and I literally just watch it grow. Now, you don't have to do that, and you don't have to have that look on your face. Oh, God. But you guys know what I mean. Just sitting and just letting your thoughts run. Oh, God.
It works.
It works. It does, y'all. It just let your thoughts kind of run and just sit for like 2-3 minutes and just try to just escape this world, because staying on planet Earth consistently can be a little dangerous. So just by meditating, it just allows me to kind of escape and just look at the tree and enjoy the tree. Okay, guys? All right, we're going to number 13.
Do something different.
I love different stuff.
Ooh, I love doing something different.
This is different for us.
This is different.
We've never done this.
And I love it.
We're enjoying ourselves.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Change up the routine.
Change is beautiful.
It is. So what can you do different? You could, if you haven't taken a walk, take a walk. If you haven't went to the movies, maybe you go to the movies. If you haven't went out with maybe your girlfriend that you used to go out to lunch with and you haven't talked to her and you guys have been talking about y'all need to go out to lunch, go out to lunch. Change up the routine. That will contribute to depression. You have to change up your routine. I like to change things up about every month. It doesn't have to be anything significant. I'll change the way I walk. You could change up a recipe.
You could change your hair.
Ooh, girl. You could change skin products. You'll organize a drawer. If you haven't changed and cleaned out a closet or something, or organized something.
Change your living room. Redo your living room.
Yeah, do some decorating. Change something.
Up.
I'm always looking for something cheap. Or, you know, I used to change and take my kids to different parks. Go to a different park. You normally go to Park A, go to Park B.
Yes.
Do something different.
It works.
It does. All right, is it my turn? Oh, me and Steph do this all the time. You gotta laugh. Watch something funny. Go watch a funny video after this. You gotta find something to laugh about. I mean, because life is too serious.
It is.
You gotta escape. Get off planet Earth.
Yeah. It's a little rough. Got a little bite to it. Raw. A little bite to it. So,
you said something about when things don't work. quit repeating those things.
Correct. Quit doing the same thing. If it didn't work last time, 100% sure it's not gonna work this time. Stop doing the same thing and expecting the outcome.
Why do people do that?
All the time. Well, I thought that. No,
I know it wasn't gonna work.
Well, why you do it? You just wasted a whole bunch of time. It might be a little difficult to go around the corner instead of walk through, but you know you're going to get around the corner if you go around the corner. You know you're not going to go if you walk through. You're not going to get through. Don't do it. Wasting time, energy, and everything, and then you're disappointing yourself. Don't set yourself up by failure. Absolutely. By setting yourself up for false goals that you cannot attain.
Absolutely.
Do some things that you know you can attain. It'll make you so happy.
Yes, and it'll prevent depression and treat depression.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Another thing too is animals. You guys know that animals really help with treating and preventing depression. That's why people get dogs and cats and the sale of birds. You like these birds?
Birds.
What is up with you and birds?
Parrots. Birds.
She's in the birds now.
I like birds.
I see. She's in her bird thing. Nothing against you guys that love birds out there. I like birds too. Don't send me nothing. I like birds.
Smart.
Get you a bird, get you a dog, get a cat. These things can help with calming, making you feel less depressed and
happy.
more relaxed. Absolutely.
Bringing you joy. They have unconditional love.
They do. They do. So that is also a great way to treat and prevent depression. Absolutely. Another thing that really helps me with preventing and treating depression is gratitude. It's really like one of my number one things that I go to. It's just being thankful. Just being thankful for my friend Steffi.
Yes, my friend Steffi.
You gotta be thankful. You know, thankful for little things like sight.
Yes.
I'm health. Health. Oh my God, health.
Health. Big major one.
Major one. You know, being able to wipe your own butt, if you can wipe your own butt. I mean, that's a big thing these days. I mean, because there's so many people. I wiped a lot of butts as a home health aide.
I have too. Woo.
You know, and as a nurse, I wiped. Yeah. And people don't like it.
They don't.
So, you know, that was just something I've always been thankful for, because people didn't really like it, and I would be as gentle and as much dignity as possible.
Correct.
But there's something they always wanted to be able to do, so I'm always just thankful for that. Walking, talking, sight, talking. I had a guy that couldn't speak. That's a big thing. You know, I have an internet to watch us on YouTube.
Correct.
That's a blessing. So if you take a minute every day and be thankful, it's hard to be thankful and depressed in the same brain.
Absolutely.
So, you know, using gratitude is a great way to manage and prevent and treat depression.
Absolutely.
What you got next?
How about sometimes you need a little help? Antidepressants.
Are we talking about antidepressants?
No, it's a little help.
She went there. Did she go there with SSRIs?
SSRIs. Sometimes all that just is not enough. So you needed to add just a little antidepressant on there. A little bit.
Yes.
Kind of get the dopamine flowing along with the other things that you are doing. It's just not one thing that works. It is a collective amount of things that you do everything and they work.
Absolutely. Antidepressants really work to live, and they're not always needed for a lifetime.
They're not.
They may just be for a situation. You're kind of going through maybe a death or just a really bad depressive situation, and you just kind of need to get over the hump, especially for you guys that have children, because the problem is if you're depressed, your kids, they
are going to be depressed.
They feel it. And right now with everything going on with COVID, y'all, your kids need you.
They do.
They really need you. And if you think you can hide your depression from your kids,
you can't. Nope, you can't do it. Can't hide anything from kids. Are like little sponges. They always know what's going on, even though you think, oh, they don't know. I'm going in the room and close the door and start crying. They know you're in the room crying.
They know you in there crying. They know you sad.
They know mommy don't feel good, or
and they know why.
And they know exactly. They know why.
They'll tell you.
They'll tell you in a minute. Go tell your friend and embarrass you.
All right. We done got real up here on YouTube.
Oh, real. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we like antidepressants. Which ones you like?
Wellbutrin.
Wellbutrin. I like Wellbutrin.
I love Wellbutrin because it's a kind of standalone kind of do its thing.
And it gives that little kick.
Help you kind of concentrate as well.
Yeah, because it's FDA approved for attention deficit disorder.
It is.
People like
and
that.
And guess what?
What?
You might can even lose a little bit of weight.
You're going to get that. It's going to curb that appetite.
It's going to curb that appetite just a little bit.
And you can focus.
And be happy.
I like Wellbutrin. Another one, what else I like? I like Zoloft. I like Zoloft.
Zoloft is good.
I like a lot of antidepressants.
Prozac, Paxil, it's so many out there.
Effexor ain't bad. Yeah, it's a lot. Now you have to find the right one for you.
Correct.
You got to talk to your doctor. You got to find the right one for you. But antidepressants can work. Now, and they do. They do. You just have to have an open mind. You really just have to have an open mind. You have to have a doctor that you feel comfortable talking to and going, hey, this one I don't really like. Can I try another one? You know, and name drop Tip and Steph. Go, hey, Tip and Steph said it's other ones.
It's other ones. Trintellix. It's some good
Trintellix.
stuff out there
Did
now.
you know Trintellix?
Trintellix. Yeah. It's something called a T-Rex. We'll talk about that later.
We'll get to the
meds.
meds.
We got some good stuff for you. We got good stuff.
We got some meds that you can recommend to your doctor when you go in to see him and say, hey, is this a possibility for a short-term period that I could be on?
Absolutely.
You don't have to be on it for the rest of your life.
Never.
But if you got children, I think really, or suicidal, definitely, you should really consider an antidepressant. One of the things that I see that causes a lot of depression in my patients is poor decision making. Did you say that? Moment of silence for the poor decision makers out there. We've got to make better decisions if we want to have better outcomes and we want to not be depressed. Okay? So the key is we got to focus on making the best decision for today. I'm always focused on today and what's the best decision for today. You got to look at making the best decision for today. Okay, guys? That can really help change your life. You start making good decisions, you could change your life in 6 months to a year.
Easily.
You could be in a whole different situation.
Easily.
But you gotta make a good decision. When your gut instinct tells you you shouldn't have unprotected sex,
don't do it. Don't do it. And now you're pregnant with twins and the guy, you can't find the guy. Or you see him, he like, dang, my baby, I don't know why. I want no kid. Goofy, huh?
I got nothing. So we got to do better at making good decisions.
And you and your passport with the rest of them. Be safe, or you can get something that can kill you. Okay?
It's just a good decision to just wear a condom. Birth control.
Major.
Help us.
Have to say that. Sorry.
We just have to, because this is what we're seeing in our practice. Okay?
Yes.
If that's not you, then we're not talking to you.
Not at all.
Okay? All right. All right. And last but not least, this is definitely not least. And if you are not a believer of God, then you don't have to do this. But last but not least, we encourage prayer. You know, we do believe that prayer works. If you're a Christian, if you're not a Christian, you could not do this step right here. And you could, this is the last step, so you could turn the video off and just do all the other steps. But if you are a believer, prayer works. Prayer works. I believe you have not because you've asked not.
Absolutely.
So pray about your mood. Pray about your depression. Ask God to help lift your depression. And I think that's about our tips. That's a lot of tips that we have right now. We're going to take on anxiety next.
Yes.
That's our next video. Yeah. So we got a bunch of anxiety to do because anxiety is rampant right now.
Bad
we got so many anxiety videos coming your way. It's going to be one after the other.
Yes.
We are hoping that we have helped somebody out there.
Somewhere.
That somebody goes,
Well, I feel a little better after watching that. Let me try some of these things. Well, you got 5 minutes of laughter, maybe.
I hope so. Because we try to keep it a little light here. So thank you so much for
Thank
watching.
you. Bye.